Hello, good morning. Welcome to New Forest Morphs. Jared is back in the vicinity. Welcome back, Jared.
Thank you.
I think everyone's missed you for the last 3 weeks. But it's good to have you back, Jared, and many congratulations for your family.
Thank you.
And so pleased that everything's gone well, and the new baby's doing well, and your wife's doing well. So Jared's been on fatherly duties, and I'll be getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning to keep everything going, and spending a couple of hours in here and then a few hours in the business. So it makes me appreciate what Jared's been doing, and does a hell of a lot of work. So I appreciate you more than ever, Jared. I'm so glad you're back. Yeah, super excited for you. But also super excited that while you've been gone, lots of things have been happening. We've had 3 clutches, we've got 16 eggs in incubation at the moment. We've got other girls that have ovulated and going through pre-lay sheds, and we've got one of your favourite girls, Jared, which is Calypso, that we believe is ovulating today. So perhaps we can show our viewers the ovulation. And it's this drawer here, so we've got the Calypso. And let's just have a look and see ovulation. Now she's gone back into the nesting area, so let's just see if we can spot the ovulation now. So she's got the tail suck at the back, she's got the wide girth, the ridging and the expansion of the scales, and we've had a massive follicle check today, haven't we, Jared? And let's have a look and see if you can see the ovulation. So she's got the rugby ball in the centre.
See it there?
You see the tail sac as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
sorry, Cal.
I can see from the back. Look at the back. You can see the back of the eggs.
Yeah.
So
she's definitely swollen up.
The other thing is when you actually touch the body, look how firm that is there. She's firmed up.
Yeah.
She's not as flexible as she once was. So that's part and parcel of the ovulation. So what are we hoping to hit here, Jared? So this is your girl, my boy. So it's a joint project between the two of us. And what are we hoping to hit?
We're hoping to hit some pieds, a double het for dreamsicle, double het for lavender and clown.
Yeah.
So the Holy Grail project, step towards it.
Holy Grail project, yeah. Which should be wonderful. And so that's really exciting. So what we'll do is we're going to go through some of the girls that we have done Jared's very kindly done the ultra scan today, and we've been pleasantly surprised by quite a lot of results that we didn't expect. And should we start at the end and work our way down, Jared?
Sure.
But I've actually taken pictures as well, so we can also have a look at what's going on. There's a picture of your girl in ovulation. I took a picture this morning. She's obviously changed position, but you can see it quite clearly there. And then here we've got Karamak, who's our ultra male girl that we produced 3 years ago, and she's at 40 mil at the moment, so she's going to give us a clutch soon. So
she was off the screen, wasn't she?
She was off the screen. So do you want to come and have a quick look at her? She's 40 mils, Jared. And we've put Colt to her and Randy. Colt is a ultramale pied boy, and Randy's the father, who's a pied het ultramale. So if they come out all ultramale, we know that Colt's the father. If they come out mixed, it's likely to be Randy. But they'll be ultramale, 100% het pieds, hopefully coming out of this girl here. And she's going into a pre-lay shed at the moment, so she'll probably be, let's say she sheds out this week, 4 weeks from the end of this month, so I reckon the end of March, Jared. So we say the end of February she pre-lay sheds. It's 4 weeks before she gives us a clutch, so we're going to have to, you can see the first incubator is already almost full. So this is our other cooler that we haven't converted yet, which Jared, we'll do that together. We'll convert that into another incubator, and we've got a third incubator over here. So we've got enough for, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clutches in each. There's enough for 15 clutches, and we've got about
the same in there as well.
Yeah. So
actually no, there's only enough for 4 in there.
Is there 4? So we've got. Luckily, we've worked out that all the girls are coming at different stages. So by the time some come out, we'll have more. And if push comes to shove, I'll buy another cooler, Jared, and we'll get another one.
14 clutches should.
Yeah.
Should be alright, but yeah.
Okay, the next one we've got is Toast. Now, Toast is our girl that's got at least 19 eggs, and we've got a strategy to think about here because she's very close to 23. She's 23 mil. We'll have a quick look at her. So she's got 19 eggs in there. And she's a cinnamon girl that we think might have lace. We'll have to see, because she's producing some offspring that have got a very lacy effect. So the idea is that's the size of her follicles. So we've been putting our G-stripe, super pastel G-stripe banana boy to her, but we're thinking that if she's carrying so many eggs, we might put the sunset boy to her, or the het sunset boy, because we could have half of, say there's 19 eggs that come, 10 of them, Jared, could be het for sunset with cinnamon in. And cinnamon sunsets are gorgeous. So a strategy is to steal the clutch at the end, particularly if it's a big clutch, to put a higher end boy to her. So there's a technique. I'll show you the boy that has gone to her, which is Giovanni. Jared, maybe you want to just have a look at him for me. He's tucked in there somewhere. He's a super pastel banana G-stripe. So we'll end up with banana cinnamons that are 100% het for G-stripe, and they'll have pastel in as well. He's a beautiful boy. We do want to put him into the clown project and start producing some G-stripe clowns, Jared. Next one up is Money Penny's 34mm. She's our double het hypo pied girl, proven mother, and Archie went to her, and he is the visual hypo that is 100% het for pied, because it's got the pied markers. So we could end up with a better chance of hitting some hypo pieds, and she's 34mm. I might have to give her a bigger hide, Jared, but she's huge. She's probably carrying a lot of eggs. So that's an exciting project, bless you. And let's move on to the next one. We'll go through these quite quickly because there's quite a few I want to show you. Lara is 37mm. And she has got a big hide, Jared, and she's loving her big hide. What I found she's doing is she's bowl soaking. See, she's 37mm, she's not far off ovulation. The big hide covers her jacuzzi. she's turned it into a jacuzzi.
Indoor pool.
It's an indoor pool, yeah. Now, she was a really fussy eater when I had her 4 years ago. I had her in my bedroom, and I thought, and she was always crawling out the rubs, and I was thinking, oh, this is so hard. Couldn't get her to feed. She feeds like a good one now, and it's funny when you see them growing up as hatchlings and you see them mature like this. It's lovely to see them being able to reach their measure of their potential. Now we've put to her, because she is a pastel 100% het pied girl, we've put to her Thor, which is our VPI Exantic pied boy. I think he's going into shed at the moment, Jared, but he is beautiful. See how gorgeous he is? Lovely dark colours. Yeah.
He's very low white pie.
He's putting a good shift for us. And that's the other thing I was going to say, Jared, is that when the boys are at the end of their breeding season, we rest them. And we don't overwork them, because they need to feed them up again, getting them recovered. But this is the critical stage that you want your final locks, but also you have to be careful not to overbreed your boys, because they can have issues. So we're going to be very sensitive to our boys, and we're going to just scale back the amount of... A lot of these girls now have had enough locks, so it's the occasional lock they'll need to do once in a blue moon, which would be good. So the next one we've got is Pringle. She's our F Line Calico girl. She's showing 28mm follicles, and she's just shed out, and she looks beautiful at the moment, so I will show you her. Again, we've got a strategy. Now she's coming in at 28mm, and she looks like she's got a lot of eggs as well. We've been putting Apollo to her, which is our orange dream banana pastel boy. Isn't she a beautiful example, Jared?
I think she's got to be the prettiest calico I've ever seen.
Should we stick that on the thumbnail, I think? Get a nice picture of her, and we'll put her on the thumbnail of the video. But she's 28mm, so she's a couple of months away from ovulation. But she's glowing, isn't she glowing? Beautiful. So the strategy is, do we carry on with Apollo, or do we put in a high-end clown into her? And we're going to have a good look at the Calico Clowns F line. We're going to see whether it might be strategic for us to bring in a high-powered boy like Hercules to steal the clutch, because I think he's carrying so many other genes. To get all those genes into Calico would be lovely. Even though we want Orange Dream and Banana in there, we just think, you know.
Well, I used to have a pastel inchy Calico, and it was beautiful. Do you remember?
Yeah.
So we could do that again.
Yeah. So maybe Hercules could be the one to go, but then he'll be 100% hit for clown, and it'd be leopard as well. So that could be a really interesting project, which means that we've then got a super interesting Batman project here as well with Calico. I haven't seen a Calico Batman before, see what they're like. But so in the comments below, guys, let us know whether we should stay with Apollo or whether we should move him across to Hercules. But this is the time to make that decision because she's getting close to ovulation, so it's the final lock that could steal the clutch. Right, so the next one I'm going to show you is Starburst. She's at 36 mil. This surprised us because she's not big, but she's the ultra male Mojave girl that we bred 4 years ago. And she's gone off food now, but she's got enough in the tank to sustain the clutch. She's still building and developing. Can you see she's ball wrapping at the moment?
Yeah.
And we've put colt to her, so I'd like to carry on breeding colt to her. See whether we can get the ultra male pied into her with Mojave, because I think Mojave ultra males are beautiful. Let's have a quick look at colt so people can see what's going on with colt. So he's just over there, Jared. His hide. That's what we're going to plug in, and he's now locking. We'll have to see if he's producing plenty of sperm as well, Jared, because I mean you can lock without firing on cylinders. But his father Randy's our backup, who's a pied het ultra male anyway, so we've got the father as backup there. But so that's doing well. Venus was also at 35 mil, and Venus is our spot nose pastel cinnamon girl, and she's progressing really well. And again, we've put Apollo to her to get some more Sydney banana spot noses. But again, we could steal that clutch, and it may be worth considering.
Sydney bananas are beautiful.
Yeah, perhaps we'll stick with a Sydney banana.
Yeah.
So there's options there.
We overwork Hercules.
Now Pistachio, because we've got feeding day today, there's some of these girls were smelling the scent. If you look around, because Jared's been away, I've rested feeding all the animals for at least 2 weeks, just to show them what we've got out to feed later today, Jared. You've got the large rats over there, and the large Maltese, and over here you've got everything for the babies, so we've got a big feeding session this afternoon. So that will be happening, so it's a real catch up today. And then the next one we've got after Venus is NASA. She's a bongo 66% het clown girl. She's 36 millimeters. That surprised us.
She's off the screen.
She was off the screen. Let's have a look at her. See if we can just check her out. There she is. Very big, powerful. You felt the power of it, and the strength of her. She's proven to be beautiful, and I think if she proves out to be 100% het clown, we can end up with some bongo clowns, and we're going to prove out the husband, which is our own little Ezekiel here, which we bred 2 years ago. He has proven to be a really good stud for her. Locks every time, and he's doing a great job, isn't he, Jared?
Yeah.
So we're using a low-end clown-end boy just to prove her out, really, aren't we? And to rest Hercules. We could have put Hercules, but we didn't want to run the risk of overbreeding Hercules, so we got this backup boy to do the proving out, and that's another technique. It's worth holding on to other clown boys that you want to use for proving out. So sometimes a single gene is good to prove out, see what the girl's carrying. Is sometimes a good strategy. The next one we've got, which Jad was absolutely flabbergasted, 48 mil Kalissa. Her eggs were off the screen, and we're guessing.
She's quite a small girl.
She's so small, and this is what I'm saying to you. Some of the small girls can give big eggs, Jad. So let's have a look at her, Jad, and see what your thoughts. She's going to give us a clutch in the next few weeks, I think, couple of weeks. So she's just over here. Surprisingly, now what I've done is I've taken her hide away from her because I want to give her the chance to tower on those eggs. I don't want her to feel restricted, and we just got to make sure that everything's dry as well. She's obviously spilt some water here, so we want them to come on dry, so where possible. But she can bowl soak. So what we do is put 2 water bowls in, Jared. The idea is she can drink out of that one while she's having a jacuzzi, and if they want to hydrate, they can jump.
Stayed in there for months.
Honestly, they hydrate. So the nice thing about the big bowls is you haven't got to put water everywhere and cause egg issues. She can go in and out of there to please her. She'll know what she's doing, so it just gives them that choice. But no, I'm really looking forward. And we put to her a cinnamon. I believe she's an Enchi Lesser, isn't she?
Yes.
Enchi Lesser clown, and we put a pastel cinnamon het clown boy to her. So we're looking for cinnamon Enchi Lesser pastel clowns, which would be fantastic.
Yeah.
Get those dark genes into the clown. We want to get the contrast as well. That's the name of the game. Moving on to the next one is we've got Hazel. Now she's grown beautifully. She's up to 27. This is our potential for an orange dream, yellow belly, dreamsicle building block. So we put the dreamsicle boy Bowser, who's in shed at the moment, and he's put in a shift jab. We need to rest him.
Yeah.
But Hazel's had 3 locks in her anyway, and she's already getting to the point where she's beyond absorption.
She's orange dreaming.
Orange dreaming, yellow belly, which I think is a lovely combination, and she is 50% het for pied. So we're hoping that she'll prove out a pied. And if she doesn't, we still get the orange dream and yellow bellies into the double hets anyway, so we can't lose. It'd be a bonus.
Blushing is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, she is absolutely beautiful, Jared. I fell in love with her as a hatchling when we bought her. 4 years old. She's been a really picky feeder, really slow to go, but she's now starting to build, so we think that we should be good on that clutch as well. The next one we've got is Mo, who is off the screen, 51mm. We've not had a 50mm girl before, and this is your girl, Jared, your first ever clutch that you produced 5 years ago. It's taken her 5 years to get to this stage, but she's 51mm follicles, and she's going into a pre-lay shed as well. And she's carrying, we think she's got the tracks for the pied markings. So we think she's 100% het for pied, but there's no guarantee. She should be 66%, but I think she has got the tracks. And she's 66%, 50% for albino.
Albino.
If she's got the albino, it'd be fantastic, because the boy that we put to her was Bruce. Now I think there's something else going on with Bruce. Yeah. I've never seen an albino with so many bright patterns on the dorsal. Have you?
They're almost fluorescent, aren't they?
I wonder what's causing that. It looks like spider, but there's no spider in him.
No.
Could be a new gene that we don't know about.
Looks toxic.
Yeah.
Toxic waste.
Yeah. If it is a new gene, we'll call it toxic. But I think there is a toxic gene out there. I think, Joe.
I know there's acid.
Yeah. But look at
It's the colours though. Like, it's just so unusual.
I've never seen the the bright yellows on the dorsal like that. Have you?
I mean, the camera doesn't even pick up quite how bright it is.
Come this side, Jay. Come around this side, see if you can pick it up.
You can see.
I can see fluorescence on that camera now.
Oh yeah, you can see the fluorescence, but like this colour here is a lot lighter and real. It's a lot darker.
Check out his head stamp as well. Look at his head. I mean, you might have to just move him to get him to move his head, but just look at the brightness on his head stamp. He's got a bright head stamp as well. See? So I think there could be something else going on here. Haven't got a clue what it is, but it's a very, very bright version of an albino. So there could be some hidden.
Because the mum was sold as a leopard albino. It's not leopard.
Yeah, the girl is a leopard. Daisy, we're going to come on to in a minute. She's actually building for another clutch for us, but she's a leopard albino, which I think is beautiful. Getting those black genes into the albino projects is where it's at. So he's been a very good breed as well, Chad. So
he's
we're hoping
100% het pied, isn't he?
He's 100% het pied, and he's 100%. He's actually a visual albino. So he's a good animal to try and prove her out, is what I'm saying, Chad. But that would be lovely if we end up hitting some double visuals with all those extra genes in there as well. It'd be lovely. Wouldn't it be lovely? Right, let's move on to the next one, which is Suzuki is at 48mm. She's down there, Jared. This is our big introduction to what does she carry?
Vanilla het clown.
Vanilla. So she's carrying vanilla. She's 100% het clown, and she's ready to lay any moment now. So we're going to get some vanilla clowns, which would be great. Then the next one we've got is Peach. Now Peach is the dreamsicle girl. She's at 32mm. Let's have a look at her, Jared. She wanted to eat, so I don't think she's quite there yet. So there she is, and she is absolutely stunning. Her body is massive, isn't she? She's almost 3 kilograms. So I think she could produce a lovely clutch for us. And these are her body, 32mm, Jared. And we're putting the blackhead lavender boy to her. So if anyone's interested in blackhead into the Dreamsicle project, do hit us up. Jared's on Instagram, I'm on Facebook. Obviously, if we do hit them, they could be well sought after, but we will release a few if we do hit some. So let's show the boy so you can see the quality of the boy. Now I've got this from Alan Arif, which was, I don't know how many years ago, about 3 years ago now, 4 years ago. It's taken him a while to breed.
He was almost purple when he was a baby.
But he's still got purple in him now. I'm very impressed. He's been locking to Peach, but also to Queenie. Now Queenie was going to bite your head off, Jared, because she smelled the rats. This girl, she's a pastel. Well, be careful here. There she is. She's a pastel clown. Had a couple of years, and she's got big follicles too, Jared. She's building. Let me just show you. So that was Peach's follicles.
Yeah.
That is. Oh, I didn't actually record hers, but I think she's about 25 mil. The one we recorded was Kalissa, Colossus, 33 millimeters. Really big eggs. She produces big eggs, but she's a 4K girl. She's got 14 eggs in her, and she locked to the ultramal Mojave boy. So we're gonna the 14 eggs. There she is.
She's our biggest snake.
She's cooling. She'll probably take some food, Jared, I think. She can smell it. Again, these big bowls, they do like the big bowls, Jared. Yeah, so she's got 33. Now, the father or the mother of Bruce is Daisy. She's the albino leopard, 50% het pied. And there she is, and I'll show you her follicles in a minute.
She looks like a fruit salad sweet.
Did I show you Colossus follicles yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's very clean, isn't she?
26 mil follicles. The leopard and the albino go beautifully together, and she just recently shed out. And have a look at that, Jared. That's her 25 mil follicles. And we've put to her Yazoo, who is a visual albino 100% het clown boy. He's at the bottom there, Jared, if you want to have a quick look at him. Just shed out, Jared. He's a really beautiful boy. But he's carrying the clown, so we're trying to get the clown to albinos. And I forgot to mention, I should have actually done. We've got a clown that's 100% het for albino here that has also locked to Yazoo. We didn't do her follicle check there, I forgot to do her. But we could produce some albino clowns with her, so we'll do that next time. And that is Xena.
With an I.
With an I. We've got a Xena with an E, a Xena with an I, and then just to wrap up, Electra is the final one. You can't even see her follicles because they're off the screen, 50 mil plus. And she's our super gravel girl. We put the ultramal Mojave boy to her, Zeus. And let's just. She's on the hot spot. I've moved her into a warmer rub actually because the one at the top was a degree or two colder, but I wanted her to have the option of 89 hot spots, so I've actually moved these around. That's the other thing, is the tactic is to check temperatures, adjust work accordingly. Also, I've adjusted the temperature in the incubator because now we've got 4 or 5 eggs in there, egg boxes. The fan isn't working as freely as it was before, so the temperature's dropped by 2 or 3 degrees, so I've upped the temperature. So it's worth monitoring your temperature on your incubator. I've kept it at 88 this time, Jared, because it dropped down as low as 86 and I've upped it too. And the idea is that if you get a heat spike later in the year, by having it slightly below the 89, it gives you a bit of wriggle room, if you see what I'm saying. So it's worth, it takes longer, so 60 days could become 64, but we're willing to wait. If it protects the eggs, drop your temps down to 88, take a risk on there being a spike if it gets a hot summer, then you'll get a little bit more leeway on that one. So that's just a little top tactic that we've got here, which I think will help. So Jared, thank you very much for videoing today and for doing all the ultrasounds with me. Really great to have you back. Is there anything you'd like to add at all, Jared? Anything you'd like to say?
No.
But you're excited about what's going on here?
Yeah. Can't wait to see what we get.
Yeah. So do hit us up, guys. Don't forget to give us a like on this video. Please subscribe if you've been watching us. We appreciate, we're over 1,500 now, so we'll probably have a couple of giveaways for those that subscribe. We've got some snakes that we're going to be adjusting. We've got 5 more racks to come in here, and we've got some baby racks to accommodate, because we think we're probably going to have 100 babies this year. So we've got 80 racking system for the babies. We'll need to hold on to 20 or 30 of those a hold back, so we will need probably another 60 or 70 baby slots. So Jared and I are going to put our heads together. Jared's very good at building, so we'll probably end up building our own. But thank you so much for your love and support. Enjoy your week. I hope your season's going well, and we'll catch you next Monday. Bye for now.